Krishna everyone. I'm Vivek Pradhan from the podcast show of AI and Era. The AI and Era show has a three thing educational, learning, and creativity purpose. Today we have a guest who is really a good actor and a great voice artist. A voice artist whose voice is really linked to our mind, soul. For that, we can clearly say to that product, say to this world with the very good things, the very good view. He is none other than he is Mr. David Edward Bradley. Mr. David has 25 years of experience with the business, with extensive business world. He has various projects. He is working with the various projects, government agencies, and in the entertainment things. So, my objective in this podcast is very clear. That is, we approach it to the communication is a very strong to understand the steps of communication from the healing of the mind to the soul. Really great ideas and really some technical things also. So, I hope that you watch this podcast so till the end. For that, you you must have great things you achieve from this. After that, you learn and apply in your real life. Thank you so much.
One, two, three, four.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, David, sir. And welcome
Good
to this
morning. Good
podcast.
morning, Vivek. How are you?
Yes, I'm good, sir. And how are you, sir?
I'm doing good. Just to let you know, you're talking to me in San Antonio, Texas.
Yes, yes, I heard about this San Antonio, Texas. It's a great place. And yeah, so so today you are coming to my show, and so this is my pleasure that it. And today we have a great topic. The name is the power of voice, acting beyond the screen into the soul. So your profession is very is a professional actor is and voiceover artist, and so that your achievements is like 25 years of extensive global business activities and versatility in many genres provides the optimum experiences. So it's a huge thing, like 25 years of experience you have with the global extensive corporate sectors. So your skills is also huge. So like a wide variety of corporate sector, commercial, government, and entertainment projects. You are doing already all these things. So this kind of humongous skills, it really gives to the people more knowledges. So for that, today the questions are arriving that we are all curious to learn about the voice artist and how the voice artist and actors are really giving their creativity to the world of uh, entertainment, to the world of corporate sectors. Thank you so much. So my first question is, when did you first realize that your voice carries more than sound and emotional presence?
That's a really good question. I would think probably when I was a young person, maybe 9 or 10, and I had some people even tell me at that young age that my voice had a resonation that they commented on. It could be a relative, it could be a neighbor, friends of my parents. And so that kind of stuck with me. I mean, it wasn't like overly so, but it was enough that it registered something for me to think about, which I ended up carrying with me as I got a little bit older and became a teenager. I started to realize my voice was changing, as it does for most males. And uh, I again got some comments, and it ended up periodically carrying throughout my life, from a young man through education, through business, and ultimately, it gave me the idea of exploring it. But I also realized something else. Everybody born into this world has a voice, and it is transmitted to others through whatever they do in life, whether it's a young child who is just coming of age, or a middle-aged person who's educated and now moving into the world, or a person who's very mature, who's lived a life of a lot of experiences. Every interaction with another human being carries with it the vibration, or the energetic fingerprint, if you will, of all of that. So some might become doctors, some might become lawyers, some might become builders, some might become voiceover artists, some might become actors,
Yeah.
none of which is more important or more powerful than another, because everything that a human does involves the transmission of their voice with someone or other people. So, a young
Yes.
age, sorry it was a long answer, but at a very young age, I got a sense of it.
Okay. Okay, like in the young age, if someone is fine to their curious activities, like if they are having a good voice, if they are having a good acting skill, if they are having a good artist, if they are having a like some engineering activities from their childhood or from their a young age, it should be very beneficial for him. But that like nowadays the means parents, I don't want to blame the parents, but the parents are really curious that their son or their daughter should be go for an engineering and a doctor. They're going for some doctorship, so they're the two professions only they're in their mind, that they should be go for engineering or either they should be go for the doctor, not the other lines are they should found that the actor voice artist as, yeah, it's happened, but after the completing of the engineering, after the completing of doctors, then after that you can go for that. But in the sense of that, yes, we can do something different if I have the skills of the voice artist. So if I have the skill set of something different, I can do that thing with the real path of which the which skills I have now. So really, I appreciate with your answer. Like you are doing a fabulous thing. You create it, and you identified that yes, you can do this with the purpose of voice and purpose of artist. So thank you so much for this first question's answer. For the second question is, so do you believe that soul can be heard in someone's voice? How?
Well, actually, I think it will always be heard. Whenever two people communicate, or one person communicates with a lot of people, the soul will be heard. It might not be understood as that. Some people listening or observing might not recognize that's what's happening, but at least for me, I believe it is always happening. The soul is always communicating through the voice of everyone.
Okay, the voice of everyone's uh, when we communicate with the people, we should be uh, like we should be more humble. That's why we when we communicate with the people, the souls are really meeting with each other. So I really appreciate with you with the belief in of the soul strong soul communication of this. So my third question is, in a world of visuals, how do you give voice the power to eclipse the image?
I don't know that as someone who spends time in the arts of voiceover or acting, uses the voice to replace the image. It's to collaborate with it, to uh, be part of it and the whole experience for the person who's observing the image and hearing the voice. So I really don't even think about it. It feels like what I want to do is help give voice to whatever is going on. If it's just audio, give voice to the story or the message. If it's audio and visual, give voice to the story and the image and how it all works together. That's kind of how I see it. I'm never trying to do, I don't want to do anything except help it, support it, and accommodate it. I don't want to replace it. I don't want to overpower it. I don't want to draw extra attention on me or my voice. I just want it to be part of the landscape of the experience of whatever's going on in voiceover or acting.
Yeah. So, when you feel that, when you give some voice to something, to means like to give something to advertisement, or to give to a in a huge place, so or for a huge corporate sector, how you contemplate with your mind, yeah, I should give this pitch so that the productivity is so good when when I say like this, so my pitch is really fixed with that product. How you contemplate it for that present moment?
Well, first of all, in most of the situations that you describe, there would be some kind of direction that either the client or the director, if it's a movie, or a producer of some kind is looking for a feeling or a an energy that they hope the voice will help. And so they might say, in this situation for this company or this product or this situation, I would like you to be very soft and humble. But then the next project, the direction might be in this situation for this company or this product or this story, I want you to be strong and feel confident. Those all help anybody adjust their energy in an effort to align with that request. So I really don't assume anything unless there is no direction coming. And sometimes that could happen. And if it's a case of a company or a product or a story and there's no direction, I do my best to really study the product or the company and the situation and let that get absorbed into me such that when I speak, hopefully my energy will align with the best intentions of that project.
I really appreciate, sir. I really, because
Sure, sure.
yes, yeah, like when you speak like this, I just forget all those things and I just listen to your voice. Yes, 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 yes. What, how you step wisely do this professionalism and give into that your work. I really appreciate and really
You
inspired
know,
from you.
just if I may, Vivek, it
Yeah.
would be very similar to a situation you might find yourself in your education process where a professor or a instructor might say, Vivek, I want you to pay attention to this part.
Yes.
And you would do that because you're being asked to do that in most cases,
Yes.
because it is believed that if you do that, it will help transform your awareness or your understanding to a place that could help you in what it is you'd ultimately like to use that instruction to
Yes.
accomplish.
Yes. Sure, sir. Yes. I really appreciate with you with about it. And really, I just and so my fourth question is, have you ever felt that your voice was not just acting but healing? Have you ever?
Yes, I have. But I've felt those moments in personal engagement. So, for example, a son or a daughter or my wife or someone that I care about or love or have a desire to support. And when you feel that, you can almost be assured that your voice will be healing in some way. It might not necessarily be healing in the literal sense, meaning if that person is not physically well, it might not be healing in that sense, but it may be healing such that it lets them know that they are heard, that they are appreciated, that they are cared about, that what they have to say matters, and that is healing in and of itself.
Okay, so understand, and I really appreciate about it. Uh, The healing is come from the inside, um, and if we know that how we appreciate with the people and appreciate with the frontier, so that is the real process of healing. And what you said, like it is real about it. So, have you
Hey,
ever?
Vivek, if I may, excuse me for interrupting, but you just triggered a thought. It would be really similar to what you have done in an effort to bring us together. You you approached the invitation and the request in such a way that I felt very much wanting to support you, which, if you think about it, that is a healing event. Sometimes
Yes,
our definition of healing is too narrow. We tie the word and definition to healing something that's physically wrong or psychologically wrong, or something is wrong with our roof and we need to fix it. We need to heal it. But I like to widen those definitions, that healing can also mean just becoming more aware, um, becoming more open to appreciating one's self as well as others.
yes, yes. Appreciate, sir. Do you just tell that like it's a science of healing? You are really give to the whole process is like a science. It is itself is a science. The communication, the speaking is itself is a science. How you connect with the people, how if someone is approaching, it's not about only physically, not mentally. It just by by the healing process of understanding that. And I really appreciate with your this healing science and approach every concept you are speaking now, like it's a fabulous thing. Thank you so much for your process what you were saying of healing.
Sure.
Yeah. So so then my fifth question is like, what's unfocal performance that still feels like a piece of your soul is embedded in it?
Well, I'd like to think that everything I do has that embedded in it. But to answer your question specifically. About a year ago, I worked on a film for a young Indian director based out of Austin, Texas. And he was producing a film for Indian audiences and probably in the 25 to 40 age range. And he wrote a story, and I had the pleasure of meeting him and auditioning for him. And he hired me to be in his film to play a role that was really important to the story. Now, what I found most impactful about that experience for me was the way that he and all of the people associated with that project were so supportive and accommodating to me. It made me want to do everything I could to help that project be the best it could be. And it was such a great experience. I feel today, now that film has not been released yet. It'll probably be released next year. But as I saw some of the pieces of it as it went into post production, I felt like I really gave of myself such that when I viewed it, I felt I saw it. And the director has since talked to me, and he felt as though it was everything he would have wanted from that character and my performance, which made me feel like I had supported him the best I could. And when you feel that, you feel like you leave something really wonderful behind in that experience or that moment. And in the case of a movie, it gets captured on film. Sometimes it doesn't get captured and it ends up being just an experience of two people or a group of people, but it can still have the same impact.
Yes, I really appreciate the same impact of the thing, and the vocal performance. It feels like a piece uh, instead of the soul, which is be embedded in it, and those things which you have been pointed out, like every the actor should be that actor is considered and doing a fabulous acting after that, and you are really going in through that moment. So so I really appreciate with your answer, and it's my honor that
You know,
it
you've triggered an additional thought for me, Vivek, and that is whether it's in business or
yeah,
you go to the store and you interact with the person who helps you in the store. That is equally as powerful a moment of the soul as doing something artistic, a podcast, a
yeah,
movie,
yeah,
a a uh, a voiceover. They're all of equal power in my view. And
yeah,
so I think sometimes we naturally have a tendency to assess or judge or put more value on some things versus other things. And that's okay. That's part of being human.
yeah.
But I do my best to try to remember that the essence of everything is really true equality.
Yeah, like uh, the the honesty. I have to say the word is like the work performance plus honesty plus 100% focus what we have and we do for it. So really, this from this answer I get this, like if a person is really honest and do it in the 100% way, so they people are really equal as a voice artist, as an actor, as a powerful politician, anything. But if that person of the store you are giving an example, like if he is doing in their way with the honesty that you can buy this, you can buy this or you can sell it. So with the honest manner, with a purified voice, to perform their duty in front of the customer. So really they are achieving very good, or they become powerful store in the whole of the channel or whole of the area. So from your answer, I really appreciate with this, and I can connect with this. It's a really, it's you are giving us a example, but it's not an example. Actually, it's a science. You are giving the science of how we can healing, and like it's a real thing which we miss really when we are going to communicate with each other. We are not giving 100%. For that reason we are surviving in the society, and our fall down is very what our fall down is very easy because we are not understand the healing, and we cannot understand our activity um, in the 100% of effort. Thank you so much, David, and for coming to this show. So it's my last question actually here. Or you, if you want to give any inspiration to our youngsters who is really coming in the Gen Z, we can say. So the Gen Zs are really inspired and inspired a lot, but they are really confused when they are choosing their career path. Uh, and according to the skills, how you inspire them or how you motivate them that they should how they are choosing their career path.
Well, I think what I would do is pass along what was passed to me, and that is do the best that you can do to remember that you are enough just the way you are. Whatever you do, wherever you go, you will have an opportunity to heal and help and support.
Yeah.
And you automatically give that to yourself when you give that to someone or something else. So it doesn't matter what you do. If you love to work with food in a restaurant and bring people their food, that can be as powerful as bringing the skills of a surgeon to a hospital. In fact, I've heard it said that people who serve others in sometimes the most basic ways serve more people than those who have very elite skills that only a few people get the benefit of.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
So I would tell other people to never worry about what you do, just how you do it, whatever
Yes.
it is.
Yes. Yes. I really appreciate with this. You should do what you really do it. Yes. And really appreciate with your answer. So mostly the changes are really patienceless because when you saw that our generation, new generation, when comes this is no, there no have the patience to do the things in a perfectionism. So is there any you want to give the message how they should take the patience, and um, how they can handle to the pressure? Any you want to give any example, or you want to give any advice?
Yeah, thank you. That's a very good question. I think I would not call it advice, but what I would say is there is no such thing as perfect. And why I say that is because it is all a self determined destination. It is up to me to determine what's the absolute best I could do that I might like to give the idea as perfect, but to the next person, that might not be the case. So
Yeah.
try not to put pressure on oneself to align with the expectations of others. Be aware of it, but
Yes.
don't let that be the most powerful influence on you or me. Be aware of it, but don't let it be the most important thing.
Okay.
Your view is the most important view. And I don't mean that in an egotistical way, but how I view me in the situation is
Okay.
going to determine how I am in
Okay.
that situation.
Okay.
So try not to bring on pressure. Pressure is always brought on by the person.
Okay.
Nobody can pressure me. Only I can pressure me. So don't do that if you can help it. Try not to do that.
Okay. I really appreciate and inspired from you. And 1 second. Okay. I really appreciate, sir. And what I say, I really inspired from this podcast, and my audience is also they inspired from this podcast. I just tell to the whole LinkedIn performance, my users and a YouTuber. So really, I met with that person who is really inspired me a lot with their voice, and he's giving the science actually. It's not the podcast. Actually, it is giving a science, and the science who understand that they successful. Definitely, they are going for the success in a huge manner. So thank you so much, Review, sir. Yes, sir. You want to say something? Yeah.
Well, what you just triggered something when you were talking about science, and
Yeah.
we've talked about the soul.
So yes.
Um, I think I would tell you, at least for me, that science is a tool for the soul. Um, and that's something that helps me keep it in perspective. Uh, the tools at our disposal in this life are all there to help promote and support the soul in experiencing all the things that this life has to offer.
Yes.
And so don't let science be the god that you worship.
Okay.
The soul uses science to do things, to understand things, to appreciate things.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Thank you for this, and really appreciate with your answers. And I really feel that like I'm so much pleasure that I'm so much lucky that you are coming here. So that's it. And now I just want to close to my podcast now. Close to the podcast recording. So thank you so much for coming, Mr. David,
Thank
and
you.
really appreciate with your very 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 time which is you give to us, give to our soul. Thank you so much, and I really appreciate it with you always. Namaste.
My pleasure. Thank you very much. I enjoyed it. And really good luck to you. I'm sure you're going to do great. Trust yourself and just keep going.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this. So now I just stop to the record. Yeah.